Hello. I hope all of you out there in YouTube world or Facebook world or wherever you are, Instagram world, are doing well. Um, I'm coming to you today to talk about the radical act of feeling good. I recently had the joy of seeing my friend Chaya, who, if you've never been to Bywater Bakery, just let this be a plug. Go to Bywater Bakery. It's amazing. Um, and I met Chaya in a writing group, like 10 years ago now. So it's been a while. And I love her energy. I love what she's about. I love what she and her husband Alton are doing in their neighborhood and in the community and in the world. And so that's my plug for Bywater if you haven't been there. But the reason I'm bringing that up is because we stood in conversation for a minute. She came over while we were in line to give me a hug, and she asked me how I was. And, in one part of my mind, I thought of all the things that I could say, all the reasons that maybe I'm not okay, right? And then I made a conscious choice, and I said, you know what? I'm actually good. I'm okay. You know, there's a lot that I could point to and say this is a problem, this is an issue, or I've been struggling with X, Y, or Z, but I'm good. And as she and I chatted for a minute, like the idea that, and I don't remember which one of us said it. I'm going to give Chaya credit instead of me. Um, Choosing to feel good when there's a lot around that sucks is a radical act. It's a radical act. It's a radical act not to complain and to be grateful for the things that you do have, regardless of what else is going on in the world or around you. I think I need to say that it's also okay to be okay, or even to be good, when a lot of the world isn't good, right? When a lot of people are suffering and when a lot of people are struggling, it's okay to be good. It's okay to be okay. You can have permission to do that. And in fact, it might even be necessary, because those of us who aren't under direct threat of our lives, our livelihoods, the roofs over our heads, food on our table, all that, those of us who do not have those direct threats, it's better for us to be in a place where we are choosing to be grateful for what we have, but to also send that energy, send that love, send that out into the world. And I know people are going to push back and say, what good is that? Right? And if that's where you are, I'm okay with that. Okay? If that's where you are, that's fine. But for those of you who can hear what I'm saying, for those of you who can make that choice, who can say, yeah, there's a lot that I could complain about. And yeah, there's a lot that's going wrong in my life, in the world, in the city, in this country, whatever. But I'm choosing to feel good. I'm choosing love. I'm choosing joy. And in these cases, this is where the rubber hits the road. This is where you are actually choosing that. You are choosing it, because you could choose very easily, very differently, right? But I'm going to choose the radical act of joy. And I'm going to choose the radical act of feeling good, of focusing my perspective on what's good and what's right and what's loving. Because honestly, I can't go down that other road. I can't. I simply can't. It does not, I don't think it helps anything. Personally, I don't think it helps for me to feel bad about other people. That's not to say that I don't have compassion. That's not to say that I might not be giving money to certain causes. That's not to say that I don't care. I do. I care deeply. And I commit myself on a daily basis to trying to make a difference where I can. where I can, right? And where I can make a difference is, first of all, with my clients, right? Trying to help them choose joy, trying to help them choose love. That's one thing. But then I can also make a difference in how I interact with everyone around me, whether that's my immediate family, whether that's my immediate set of friends, whether that's my community, whether that's the cashier at the checkout, whether that's the guy who's driving slow in front of me, whether that's the elderly person who's struggling to get over a curb. I can choose to make a difference where I can, instead of feeling bad about making a difference where I have no control and no ability to make a difference, right? So what I'm inviting you to do is to choose joy, to take the perception, because remember, what you focus on is what you get, right? So if you're focused on the negative, if you're focused on stuff, if you are scrolling through the news, and you're finding everything, you are going to find plenty to be unhappy about. You are going to find so much to be unhappy about. But what about doing something else? What about not doing that? What about feeling that love in your heart, loving the creatures and the people and the nature and whatever it is that's around you that you can find to love? What about showing that love? What about figuring out, where can I make a difference? Where can my joy, where can my love make a difference? Because I can almost guarantee you that your negative energy, your anger, your fear, your anxiety, that's not going to make a positive difference in the world. It's not going to make a positive difference in your immediate world, and it's not going to make a positive difference in the larger world. So that's all I really have. What you focus on is what you get. So try focusing on better things that bring you joy and that bring you love. Remember to try to make a difference where you can, and choose the radical act of feeling good in a dumpster fire. Okay? That's my invitation. I love you. Mwah. Have a great day.